Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful Thursday morning here in Austin, Texas. This is day 1738 of the 3+ Minutes of Planks Challenge, and as always, I am filled with gratitude. Thoughts on my mind this morning. This morning, I watched this video of Method Man. He was talking about a memoir that he's writing. And he was talking about how, in the midst of writing this memoir, he'd been coming up on these old feelings that he's been experiencing from childhood that led to a lot of the places he is, the things that he's done. And it made me reflect, especially about the last few years of my life. I think most specifically the last couple of years, how I tell people that I'm the closest to my childhood that I've ever been as an adult. And I think a lot of it is going back and healing a lot of the old wounds that I experienced when I was a kid. Two of them that have been really significant to me have been my father, my biological father, Adiola, and my stepfather, Andrew. And I've sat and felt a lot of pain for them both. I think a lot of it is feeling unworthy, feeling that I wasn't loved enough as my truest self, and having to be something else that I couldn't be. And the one that's significant, actually both are significant to me, but specifically with my dad, when I was 13 and I lived with him for a year, and our relationship just did not work. You know, I've talked about this before. I was a really mischievous kid, and I got in trouble all the time. I've never been diagnosed ADHD, but I think that may have been part of it. But even just beyond that, I was just a curious kid. But one of the things that I realized with my father was that he was still in a wounded space for what my mom had did to him. My mom had left him with another gentleman and took his child, his son. And I never really sat down when I was younger to think about what that would mean to him and what he was going through. And just some things that I've learned lately about some of the things from his past and his youth, and not having ever been able to get over the pain, and how sometimes it feels like the pain is consistently happening over and over again. And because I took the time to get out of my own head in pain and pay attention to what he went through, I was able to find forgiveness and was able to love him unconditionally. It took me a little longer than I wish it had, but I'm grateful that I got there. And so when I talk to a lot of people, I'm not dismissing your pain, but one of the things that I always say is, look at the other person who's providing the pain, and maybe if you can see them and empathize with them, you can not only heal yourself from the pain, but you may help heal them. That's my words for the day. As always, be blessed today and every day. Thank you for listening. Peace.